Good morning, y'all. Hopefully your Monday's off to a good start. It is very cloudy and overcast and mist and rain here. Very dreary. Gonna do my little reading this morning. Isaiah 62. As a bridegroom rejoices over his bride, so will God rejoice over you. The image of a bride and groom delighting over each other in the picture the prophet Isaiah painted to describe the type of delight and love God has for his people. In a beautiful poetic description of God's promised deliverance, Isaiah reminded his readers that the salvation he offered them reflected the reality of living in a broken world. Comfort for the brokenhearted, joy for those who mourn, and provision for the needs of his people. Provision for the needs of his people. That can be you. That can be you. God will take care of you if you accept him into your heart. He takes care of you anyway, whether you admit it or not. That's Isaiah 62. God offered help to his people because just like a bride and groom celebrate their love for each other, so will God rejoice over you. It's remarkable truth that God's delight in us and wants a relationship with us. He wants it. It's up to us to make the choice to accept it. Just like every day, I've told so many of the kids in my family, every day is a choice. I told one nephew over and over and over because he just thought I had it all together, y'all. I mean, I'm glad he thought that. Obviously, I was showing him something, but I didn't, and I still don't. Every day I wake up, I choose. What do I get up and do today? Do I lay there and feel sorry for myself? Or do I get up and try to be as productive as I can in my day? Not to take medication to make me go back to sleep. Not to take medication to calm my nerves. You get up and you deal with it and you work it out. You get up and you pray and you start moving forward. And I don't know about y'all. Some of y'all may want to leave a comment below. But with me, once I get up and get to moving, and I sit down and pray, but y'all, sometimes I just pray when I'm walking around. Like I'll be out there in the chicken pen. And out loud, if you're across the fence listening to me, you'll probably think, that woman has lost her mind. Who is she talking to? But y'all, I pray out loud, just walking around. I always have. Like I've said before, I don't talk like this just in a random conversation. Only if there's a door open. One-on-one usually, I'll talk to people about things. But, when I was doing hair, I would talk about the Lord, but how I talk in these videos is not exactly how I talk on a daily basis, if that makes sense. Maybe I should, I don't know, but it's just kind of awkward, and maybe that's the devil telling me it's awkward. I don't know. But I've said before, I've wanted to do something like this for a long, long time. I mean, a long 15 years or something, y'all. And I have fought it and fought it. And now here I am on YouTube, the shyest person I know. I'm not ready to stand before a crowd and speak. I don't think that's my calling. But I don't really know what my calling is, you know. Anyway, back to the reading. It's remarkable truth that God's delight in us and wants a relationship with us. Y'all, please listen to that. He wants a relationship with you. It's up to you to choose him back. He chose you. Now you have to choose him back. Even when we struggle because of the effects of living in a broken world, we have God who loves us. That's why I tell y'all in a lot of videos, I know you feel alone and you may be in a house alone. But spiritually, you're not alone. And there are people like me that love you and care about you as a individual person. I don't know each one of you personally. A lot of you I do. And, you know, you're not my neighbor, so we can't, you know, sit on the front porch and visit. But if we could, that's exactly what I'd want to do with you, is to sit on my porch and enjoy each other's company, fellowship, talk about the Lord, or just talk about whatever, you know, whatever our interest would be. And y'all, my interests are widespread. I definitely think out of the box with most things. I'm not prejudiced against anything. Now, I do believe there's rights and wrongs. That does not mean I hate those people that do these things. God does not hate you. God does not like the sin. God loves you. God loves you just like your parents love you. The parents don't like when the kids don't mind and don't do the right thing. It's embarrassment and shame on the family for some families. And God is that way. God gives us a set of rules like your parents, like your earthly father. And he wants us to abide by those rules. And, you know, if you do abide by your parents' rules, there's peace in your house. And if you don't, there's not peace in your house. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. And I think where a lot of people fall short is not having respect, not being taught respect anymore. They don't fear anything. And I'm so sick and over people saying that that's child abuse. It is not if it's done in the right way, y'all. My son fearing what I would do is what kept him in line. I spanked him very few times, but with the sound of my voice and sticking to my guns, as the old timers say, didn't give in. If you were grounded, you were grounded. There was no time cut short. You were punished for a reason. And his punishment was not like life-threatening. I mean, come on. It was things that he liked got taken away. But he was a good kid, y'all. Now, he tried me in high school a few times, and we had us a come to Jesus meeting. And he understood that I wasn't going to put up with it. but I saw some things with my older siblings and my dad, and I made my mind up when I was young that if I ever had a child, my child would not live in my house and treat me with disrespect. And my father-in-law used to pick at me about, oh, we'll see. We'll see. Well, we did see. And we did see. And he was a good boy for the most part. I couldn't complain at all compared to some of my friends' children, things that they were doing. He was a pretty good boy. But anyway, back to the reading. Even when we struggle because of the effects of living in a broken world, we have God who loves us. A lasting love, an enduring love. What image reminds you of God's love? Can you leave me a comment? How does His rejoicing love feel to you? And leave me a comment about that. Y'all, I'm trying to think if I need to say anything else, but nothing's coming to me. And like I said, I have no notes, and what I say just comes from my heart when I do this reading. There's nothing scripted, nothing planned. It just comes from my heart as it comes to me. So that's what I say. I just feel like that's what I'm being led to say, and hopefully it helps somebody. And as always, I have my prayer list, and I pray over that list every day, y'all. And I mean it from my heart. I pray for y'all, and I thank y'all for praying for me and supporting my channel. Y'all be blessed, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to say your prayers.